everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Even the spider wants to play along. Look at that, just hanging out in the desert. You want to play along, buddy? Tell you what, I won't hurt you. You're not hurting me. I won't hurt you. We'll call it a truce. Of course, I know when that sun goes down, you're going to forget. It just blanks out your mind. You completely forget everything, and you get the taste for bacon. I know how you are. Well, we're back over here in the desert where we last left off, and I have been making runs back and forth to town. We are moving sand. We're moving sand like it's nobody's business. Well, it's my business. I can't sell any of it. I guess I could sell it to me. But then I would raise the price on me, and I wouldn't be able to afford it. So, you know, that's the way that goes. So we've been doing this off camera, back and forth, all kinds of materials, getting them back into town. I actually made one run where I didn't have any more space for sand, so I just threw it in the mass cooker. I'm like, you know what? We need glass anyway. Let's go ahead and just mass cook some glass. Why not, right? Ooh, made a rhyme. Check that out. So hop on over here. Now, I have made so many trips back and forth through here that I think I'm going to bypass this circle. I think, because I'm going to build something into here. It was going to be up in here, and it might. They both might connect. But I'm thinking about making a throughway right there that goes to the minecart elevator so we can get up from this point. We could even, you know, if we water dropped, we could water drop down to the middle, hop up here, come to the portal. It would almost render this road not needed. But it would still be nice to have it here. And if we're mining and we come over to this spot, you know, we could take the road. Take the high road or the low road, whichever one you want. But, you know, plans for future episodes. We're not going to do that today, but that's just something I've been thinking about. Got so sick and tired of running around. And every time I come up here with granite and andesite and diorite, I always want to look for the chests, and I have to remind myself, Piggy, you got your trash dumper over there. You got to dump it in. So let's see here. Is this full? That's full. That's almost full. We can get in there. And I got some trap chests I brought with me so that we can do this. You, and there we go. So that'll get taken care of. Then we'll just come over here and we'll dump all this stuff. Now, I don't have anywhere for cobble yet outside, so I'll go back later. I've only got that one piece of cobble. It's okay. You know what I could do? I could just toss it in here. Because there's a chest at the end that's catching feathers. It'll catch the cobble. Why not? Go ahead. Get cobbled. So we're back over here in town because there's something else that I want to build. I had mentioned it in last episode that I was thinking about, or I think it was last episode, but I know that I was thinking about putting it inside of the inn. We were going to have some kind of device that would let me move the sun forward so that I could take thumbnail pictures and flybys at different times a day whenever I wanted the sun to be there without messing up. Wait for it. F3. Look at that. What day are we on? We're day 110. We're counting days. Awesome. So you might notice I've got this thing set up. I have measured out an area with torches. Yes, I have. And we're going to build with a block today that I completely forgot exists. See, I haven't been playing Minecraft in a while. Now, if you're watching this episode right now, you may not notice, but it's been 4 or 5 months since I really started doing episodes. There's been a big gap, and that's a story for another time. I'm having some real life stuff that I've been having to do, and it's kept me from making episodes. But for you watching them, you might not notice. You might be just like binge watching. Season 1 all the way to whatever season we've got going at the time you're binge watching. You don't even notice a gap in time, but Piggy did. And so, you know what? Time is going to be the theme for this episode. So we've got a block that I'm going to build with today. I was completely unaware it was in the game. Well, I was aware, but I completely forgot. So we're going to try and use it. And I think it's going to fit in with this town because it's going to add a little bit of a upscale look. But at the same time, it's kind of a dirty looking block. So it fits with all this dirty stuff everywhere. This mining town, not the miner town, not like little bitty, but like MINER, the miner, so I'm going to have to start call it the mining town. Because I've had a few people say in chat, buddy, what are you talking about? What, the miner town? Uh-oh. Waiting for the grass to spread here. This stuff needs to get knocked down. You're going to become path blocks, and you're going to like it. Well, you may not like it, but you're going to become path blocks anyway. There we go. I knew I'd... Oh, and we got all this mess over here we got to clean up by turning into dirty blocks. See, pigs think that cleaning up is making mud. That's how they clean up. But anyway, I'm wasting so much time here. I'm going to get to gathering up some materials because we're going to have... as always, we've got form and we've got function. So this structure is going to do something that's going to let us move the sun around only when we're doing pictures. We're not going to do it any other time. We'll use the beds for that. But it's going to let me manipulate the sun without messing up the days. So I'm going to gither. I'm going to gather. How do you gather? I guess I can try. I'll try and do that off camera. And if I figure it out, I'll let you know. So I'm going to gather a bunch of materials. And get them ready over there, and get a little excavating going over there. And then I'm going to bring you back, and we're going to start to build today's build. So gather. I got to look that up in the dictionary, gather. Do you know how to gather? No, maybe Flash, you know how to gather. Come on, you can show me how to gather. Flash, come on, buddy. We're going to gather. All right, everybody. I have done a little excavating. And I've laid out a little bit of a pattern there. We have got some podzol going to kind of let us know what's up. I really like using podzol to look like mulch, I guess you would call it. Like if you were going to do shrubberies and plants, say around your front of your house or something like that, you might mulch it. Mulch helps keep the moisture in the ground and keep your plants from dying. And I like that. See how that you can see it through the leaves, and it doesn't change. Like if I was to put dirt, the grass would spread, and if I used coarse dirt, it just kind of looks a little weird to me. But using the podzol makes it look right. That's what it is, yeah. So let's see here. From here, I want to get me some spruce wood, cobblestone wall, and some fences. And I'm just going to kind of come back and forth for different materials as we go. And let's see here. I want to make sure I do this right. I'm going to do like this, and then like that. And then I think we put them up above like this, and then we're going to go 1, 2 like that. So it's kind of, nope, one more. There we go. Kind of like a little bit of a pyramid. We're just building up a leg. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do technically it's going to be one side, but at the same time, it's half. So let's just see here. Okay. Now, this is where it gets a little tricksy because trying to put fences, you can't jump and put them underneath your feet. It won't let you. So we'll do like this. Place that like that. And I think that's going to be right for the fence. Just like that. We can stack up with this. That'll work. Hop, skip, and a jump up in here. And from here, I want to do 2 fence posts like that. And then we want to put a fence post here as well. It's almost like I'm in tutorial mode, isn't it? Whoop! Boop! Just like that. We'll knock that down. So now we're getting like the beginning of it's going to be a very symmetrical looking thing. I'm going to build just a little bit of it here, and I'll build... Oh, you fence posts, you come here. I don't want you to despawn. You're important. You mean something. We might find a use for you later in the future. Now, I do need to get, let's see here, some stairs. Let's just grab a whole bunch of materials here because I know that I'm going to need them. Now, some of these things... You know what? Let's do this. Let's put 1 in here because I want to show you what this is going to do. So what we're going to do is I want to put buttons. Buttons, come here. Not you. You. I'm going to do like this. We're going to have buttons on these things. And right underneath here, if we can get the axe ready. Now, where in the world did I put my other axe? I've got a really, really good axe. I don't know where it's at. That's not good. Hopefully I've just left it in a chest somewhere. But we're going to do like this. Just like that. Now I'm going to have to come back later and excavate under here. So it's going to look a little bit like that. Now, right now it looks kind of silly, but see how we can push the button and it pushes that down? Now I'm going to have half slabs and stuff right in here, so you're really not going to be able to see that much. So it's going to look, it'll match with the build, trust me. It's not going to stick out like a sore thumb like it looks like it is right now. Do I have, nope. All right, so this is what we're going to be building with today. Can I remember how to craft it? Apparently I need a crafting bench. Wow. So y'all are learning all these cool crafting recipes, how to make a crafting bench and how to place sticky pistons. Is it 4? No, it's not. Is it that? No, it's not. Well, how in the world do you make bone blocks? I bet you have to use bone meal, don't you? Let's try that. Bone meal, do you make bone blocks? Do you make yes. We've got bone blocks. Now I need to get 9 of them. And it's 8 for a block. Wow, 8 bone meal for a block. So let's just do this, because I know I'm going to need a lot. There we go. That's 8. Come on now. 9 bone meal blocks. Awesome. And let's get some dirt. We'll use that for pillaring up. Now I've also placed these blocks here, just so we can get some of that grass to spread right in there, because that was driving me crazy. I'm like, you know what? I don't want just the regular dirt sitting there. I want it to be grass so that we can turn them into path blocks. So we'll just do that. So from up here, I want to place logs facing up like this. I think that's correct. Muy correcto. And then from here, now I'm going to have to come back off camera and kind of tweak this just a little bit, because just like all these builds over here, we're going to mix and match cobble and half slabs, just to make things look a little distressed, a little used and kind of worn. We'll do like this. Come here, you. Like that. And that. And then we're going to do the opposite on top. So let's do like this. Let's see here. Let's do that. That can be like a dummy block for us, because I've got to be able to place these stairs right here. And then from here, if we can do this without falling. Come on, Piggy. We don't want to have to pillar up again. We don't want to put up with your shenanigans. Now the good thing is that because these are upside down, or upside down stairs, I don't think mobs will be able to spawn on them. Let's go ahead and place these blocks back here. That's going to help us place the stairs. So what I want to do is, see how it's directional? Depending on which direction we place it, that lets the textures change. See how that one's pointing upwards? And we'll do that one like this. And here's what I want to do here. I want to make one where it's facing, so that it gives like a little shadow off on the side. So come here, you. Like that. And there we go. So now we've got these different little textures going on. Like that. It'll look better once we get down below, because it's kind of hard to see right here. But let's see. How did we do this? So we want a half slab right there. And let's go ahead and go from here to steps. Do like that. With a stone step like that. And then let's do that. There we go. And then that should work. That should be good. So let's hop down and see what that's looking like. Whoop! Hop, skip, and a jump. Oop! I'm tearing up them boots. Oh my gosh. All this stuff is wearing out. Now, I like that helmet. Not too worried about losing those. We might have to upgrade or repair those. But that's starting to look like something. It's starting to look like something weird with a giant dirt pillar in the middle is what it's looking like. You come here. You're blocking the view. You dirt. Everything messing with me. Come on. You come with me. Come with me if you know what's good for you. So the other thing I want to do is I want to do this. Now, I've never made these either. I had to actually look these up. 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? No, we want to do 2. Spectral arrows. Oh, that gives me 2. I thought 2 glowstone dust was going to give me 4. Well, we'll come back. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. It worked. Awesome. And let's see. Here. Oh, I threw them on the ground. Let's do that. Let's just make a bunch of buttons. Why not? So I think some of y'all are starting to figure out what this is going to be. Because of what I told you, the theme was going to be for the episode. Stuff your face, Piggy, so we can pillar up. There we go. So from here, I'm going to place these buttons. They contrast nicely with the white. And like I said, see how it gives a little bit of an upscale color to what's going on here? But at the same time, it's got just a little bit of a dirty texture to it. So it kind of fits. It fits with the build in the area. So let's pillar back down. I guess we wouldn't pillar back down. We're going to dig back down. And check that out. So it's starting to look like something, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish the other sides and get all the decoration stuff going. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to start excavating out and figuring out why in the world are we putting upside down sticky pistons there. So I'm going to do a little bit more work and I'll meet you back here in just a minute. Ho, 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 we beat you, son. We're going to be able to control you for sure now. Get wrecked. That cheating pig. I'm telling you, you turn your back on Piggy for a minute, you don't know what's going to happen. What? Now, why is that different than that? I can't click on it because I'm not in creative mode. I'm trying, but it won't let me. And I'm not going to go through the headache of doing that again. But basically what I've done is I went into creative mode and I gave myself 4 command blocks and we placed them. These pistons, when we push the buttons, they're going to activate those. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and backfill this. Because this can be filled up as long as we leave that air gap so that that redstone block can go down and touch that. Everything will be good to go. We're going to go ahead and back it up and fill that up. Let's see, this, and this. We'll put you there and that there like that. Why not? And then we'll back up and there we go. So I've put a little bit of a round road around this. It gives the feel of like a fountain. Some kind of a central thing that would be in the middle of town. And I've given a little bit more podzol and just some randomness to these bushes so that they don't seem so manicured and trimmed. We're following a little bit of the overgrown feeling here. But it's like a tower. It's a clock tower sitting in town. Got a little bit of grass up there, and look at that sun. See that sun messing with us? Well, what I've done is done this in increments. So basically, we're going 100, 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000. And what we did was we did a command where it says time, add, and then a number. So watch. We're going to go 100. Boop. Sun moves a little bit. 1,000. Sun moves some more. And then 5 and 10. I got to remember which one is this. Is this one 5? Boop. Uh-oh. Whoa. That completely swapped it for one for the other. So I think that one's 10. So basically whatever time it is at night, you click that one and it does exactly the opposite time in the daytime. And let's check. We are now at day 119. So I've spent about 2 or 3 Minecraft days building and just finishing this up and gathering up more materials and stuff. And then I think I have moved it forward a day or two just testing these buttons. But that's really cool because now I'm going to be able to control the sun for my intros, so I can do my little flybys and control where the sun is without having to do time set day or time set night, and I won't have to mess with the day, which is totally awesome. And look, local difficulty is 1.47, and that's important because as your local difficulty starts going up, the mobs that spawn around here, they start spawning with more and more armors and enchantments. You'll end up with spiders that actually have invisibility. You can hear them, you see bubbles, and you see like little glowing red eyes, and that's about it. So that's why this area has been so easy on Piggy, because Piggy's been messing it up. So we have got that fixed. We're controlling time with an awesome clock tower right over here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to connect this road eventually to right there. So that's going to create a lot of sorts right here for a build. So the vine farm is going to have to move and the cactus farm is going to have to move eventually. That's fine. And we're eventually going to be able to build our road that's going to go off in that general direction. And then this road connects here. And I have absolutely no idea where this road's going to go, what we're going to build over there. But that is an option that's there just in case. So I'm going to have to come up with a few more builds to kind of build around this clock tower so that the clock tower feels a little bit more like it's in the center of town. Right now it feels like it's on the edge of town. I think we want the rough and polish to be on the edge of town now. So that's going to be the edge. And we're going to bring some builds around here and around here and around there. Now don't you worry. Piggy's got ideas, tons of ideas, just for the mining. Aha, he got it right. Just for the mining village, let alone all kinds of other crazy builds that I want to do in this world. And trust me, we're in Season 3. Before I even started Season 1, I wrote out a giant list of things I wanted to do. And I know you're saying, Piggy, if you get this mega list, what in the world, buddy? We're in episode 71, and you're just now getting this stuff done? Really? Well, that's the way Piggy rolls. I like to take my time. I like to take my time, be creative, and just, like I said, I also like to show off every single little step that I'm doing in this world because we're playing along. And speaking of playing along, this is today's project. This is what I want you to do. I want you to build some kind of a clock tower. Any kind of a clock tower. If you want to theme it into the mining village, if you want to do some other kind of clock tower, that's cool. But I want you to build it. You can be in creative or survival, pocket edition, PC, console. None of that matters. Build you a clock tower. Take pictures of it, send it to me on Twitter, and I will tweet it out for everybody else to see. And do not worry if you think it's some beginner build or some awesome build. Don't be judged. Just tweet it to Piggy. Let Piggy tweet it out. Let everybody see where your skill level is, where you're growing, where you're getting better in Minecraft. You never know. Sometimes you see the simplest stuff, and it will inspire other people. And other people get inspired from your builds. Back and forth, very cyclical, just sharing builds and gathering inspiration from each other. But I am going to clean up this mess. I'm going to gather up the rest of this stuff and go put it back up. I'm going to figure out what in the world are we going to mark off our list next to build in this area. Something cool and awesome and secret. I'm not going to tell you, not even going to hint at it. But you get those builds made, you get those pictures taken and sent to me so I can send off on Twitter, and I will see you in the next episode.